scary crazy how high inflation is going. The Fed is trying to bring inflation down. They're late to the game. They should have been doing this a while ago. We're at 7% inflation last month. I think by summertime, we might even be at 10%. Hey, it's Larry Gonzales. I am not in the Align Mortgage Studios this week. I'm actually in Pinehurst, North Carolina. I do an annual golf trip with my classmates from the Naval Academy. Now I'm here to give you the mortgage market minute, and let's kind of break it down. Let's start off with, the man who, when he talks, people listen. We're talking about Jerome Powell, all right? He has been the dovish of the members of the Fed board, and he is one of the main reasons why our inflation, I think, is high right now. I don't think he's doing a terrible job. I just think he messed up, all right, and underestimated inflation. But he said, Captain Obvious here, he said, inflation is too high. And he has also indicated that it is likely that they will start doing more than 25 basis point increases in the Fed funds rate, looking at 50 basis points over the next coming months. Let's talk about inflation. The Fed is trying to bring inflation down. They're late to the game. They should have been doing this a while ago. We're at 7% inflation last month. Probably in April, we might get to 8%. I think by summertime, we might even be at 10%. The way inflation is going right now, I don't see what the Fed is doing is going to be enough to bring inflation down. I think there's a really good chance. And you look at this chart, all right, that's crazy. That's scary crazy how high inflation is going. And I think that will actually slow the market down, because when it gets more expensive to do, to fill up your tank, to buy cereal, all these things, oil prices go up. That stops people from spending money. Inflation, possibly 10% by summertime. I'm not saying that to be, big news flash, but look at the chart. Just look at the chart. Housing, all right. Again, prices are up, and here's something to look at as well. New home sales, all right. Actually down, second month in a row. New home sales are down. As a matter of fact, last month was at 810. It was revised lower, or January, I should say, was 810,000, revised lower to 788,000. And this month it came in at 772,000 new home sales in February. That's 2 months in a row where we've had decreases. And is that an indication of a market crash? No. All right. What that is an indication of is the three, maybe mostly the two L's of the three in in housing. That's labor. All right. Still hard to get people. We are at historically low unemployment. Matter of fact, last time unemployment levels were this low, I wasn't even born. All right. So labor issues, and then lumber or supply chain. All right, it's not just lumber anymore, but it's everything that goes into buying a home. Matter of fact, some of my classmates have new homes being built, and they may be delayed a year due to supply shortages. We're talking everything from windows to appliances. So we got that going on, and that's something to look at. It is not because the housing market is going to crash. It's just simply because there's not enough supply, and there's just not enough people to build the home. So a couple things. Now, rising interest rates absolutely are having an impact, but with the inventory being so low, and it's still and rates, rent rates going up, it still makes sense for many people to buy. So there's no housing bubble here. Now let's get into interest rates. Interest rates went up this week. They went up last week. Actually, they went up and then it came back down. So last week was a wash. This week, though, rates have gone up, and a lot of it has to do with inflation, continuing sobering news coming out of Russia, Ukraine, and so rates have shot up the last 3 days. So we'll see what happens today. I think they may be down a little bit, but we're looking. I think conventional rates, we're into the fives now. Okay, VA, and I'm not quoting rates specifically, but just overall, kind of in the range. You're looking at 5% conventional. Now you're looking at mid fours, low fours on VA. So still historically low. Again, as I said, every home I've ever bought, save one, My initial rate was over 4%. I've actually had over 6%. So rates come down. Rates go up, rates will come down. All right, just take some time. Hey, there's another report this week saying that homes are 28% less affordable now than they were a year ago. That's a little misleading because one of the things that they didn't take into account, the rise in wages, which was anywhere from 6 to 10%, depending on what type of work you do, and some a little more. When you take that into account, really it's about a 3% decrease in affordability overall. And that takes into account increased interest rates, increased prices, but that also takes into account increased wages. So don't always believe the news. You got to kind of dive into the numbers, and that's what I do for you. Hey, do me a favor. Like, comment, subscribe. All right? I've been getting a lot of great feedback of late, and I truly appreciate that. That really makes me want to do this more. That's about all I have. I'm so excited. I can't wait to go golf today. I hope I play well.